died for mankind. And to die, it takes inner strength, inner power. That is why, or that was why he must fast and pray. That was why he must fast and pray. There are some things we must do. There are places we are going without inner strength, without inner power. We cannot get there. Can I ask you a question? Why is it that somebody today can say, oh, from today I want to be in evangelism team. From today I want to be an usher. From today I want to be a singer. I want to be instrumentalist. I want to be a Sunday school teacher. Why is it that when they come on the way, they give up? It is because they lack inner strength and power. Because every assignment that is given to you, even Jesus Christ, when the Spirit led him, the purpose of the Spirit leading him was for him to be tempted. So anytime you are given an assignment to do, the tempter will come. The only way you can stand and go through is by fasting and prayer. Last time, a woman was telling me when we went to Bolga, the crusade. One woman came and said, I'm another. She said, Pastor, I want you to know that I'm not leaving you today or tomorrow. I don't know if he was close. I don't know if he heard her making that statement. She said, I am not leaving you, Pastor. I'm not leaving you today. I'm not leaving you tomorrow. When you know what assignment God has given to you, and you are determined to go by that assignment, you will not allow anybody to call you, come over. Well, how is church? Charlie, my place is better. Come over. Then you leave and go over. No. Satan tempted Jesus to deviate from his calling. One, by saying, I will make provision for you. Leave Faith Chapel. That is so to cry, oh, yeah, baby, on board here. So to on board here. Oh, yeah, baby, on. Baby, I mean, what's a say, I know where I am now. When you come there, I'm telling you, now this, even the choir said they are giving them allowance. Even usher, they are sewing for them. Instrumentalists, every day they give them money. Is that your calling? Is that your calling? Is sewing your calling? The dress you wear, as choir said, the dress you, the youth choir, have we sewed dress for you before? Have we sewed something before for you before? But the adult choir, many occasions, but today look at them. Look at them. We never saw any dress. The church never for the youth choir. But look at this adult choir. Look at them. Is this some of the things? If you know your calling, that is why please, I keep on saying this. I keep on saying, somebody may not understand me. Somebody may not understand me, but I don't expect everybody to understand me. Yeah. I will not go begging people to come to church. No. You may not understand. I know I make this statement, people pick it on, but please, I will not stop making it. We don't beg people to serve God. We don't beg people to render service to God. After all, when you are rendering service to God, you are building your future. You are building your tomorrow. When you render service to God, you are attracting more of God's presence. When you are doing service to God, you are saying, God, I am ready for you. I am sold out to you. You see, your calling and your location are very important. You can have the calling, but you'll be at the wrong place. So, if you know yourself, if you know your assignment, the tempter will come. They will come and tempt you. Stop, come. My place is better. My place is better. Come. And you say, after all, let me go. Go over. You are deviating from your call. You need food. Satan said, by what you have, and with my enticement, change stone to bread. Change the stone. I know you can do it. You are the Son of God. I know you can do it. I know you are a man of your own what? Capacity. You can decide to stop church today or not to stop church. Stop. Come over to where I am. Enticement. There are many people who are tempters. They come to entice you to deviate from what God has called you to do. I will make provision for you. There are people, even people come and said, what are you doing? All right. Now, where you are playing instrument, they are not paying you. Come. I will pay you. I will make provision. Room. I will make provision. Dressing. I will make provision. TNT. I'll do all those things for you. For you to deviate from your calling. The second thing Satan did to Jesus was that he was tempting Jesus. He was trying to provide protection for Jesus. He said, God said, I will cause my angels charge over you. Trying to cause protection for Jesus. What kind of protection do we want? That we will allow somebody to law us for that protection. What kind of protection? I said this some time ago with all apology. With all apology to commander. With all apology. Permit me to say this. Commander is a police commander. But one day, we paid him a visit. When he was away, thieves came into his house and picked some items in the house. So I asked my son, I said, Commander. I said it in my head. The thieves broke into his house. Some years ago, I was at one of the police stations. A friend, very close friend, was one of the crime officers. We were chatting, and then he put up a house very close to one of the peeps, their boss those days. He was in his house. Before he could say Jack, armed robbers were in the house with gun on him. When he took his gun, then they put the gun on the mother-in-law. The armed robbers put the gun on his mother-in-law. They said, if you shoot, we'll kill your mother-in-law. That top man had to pull down the gun and lift up his two hands. And they went straight to pick the keys to one of his cars. They went straight, picked something, put them in the car, and drove away. What of protection can Satan give you? That there are believers. They move from one shrine to another. Church, when you are doing that, you are tempting God. Christian going for charm. Christian going for protection. What kind of protection do we want that God cannot give us? The Bible says, he that watches over Israel neither sleep nor what? Slumber. So what is our fear? That today, believers, pastors, church leaders are going to other places for protection. But remember this, any person or group of people who tempt the Lord are not worthy for the kingdom, because you don't trust him. There is nothing we can do to prove that God exists. Whether we like it or not, God had already existed. All powers in heaven or on earth, beneath the earth, have been given to this God. The next thing Satan tempted Jesus to do, he said, I will give you fake power. I will give you power. And that power is fake. He said, when you bow down and worship me, I will give you the kingdom of the world. All the beautiful things you see, I will give them to you. Power. I will make you this. I will make you that. I will make you this. I will make you that. When we do all these things, we are tempting the Lord. Anytime we get to a stage in life and we think that, let me try and see, we are tempting God. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. In Exodus chapter 17, what happened? And let's start from one, no problem. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journey, according to the commandment of the Lord, and pitched in Rephidim. And there was no water for the people to drink. They obeyed God. Take this. The people obeyed God. God said moved, and they moved. Obedience. God said move, and they moved. While they moved in obedience to the word of the Lord, they got to a place, and there was a problem. There was a challenge. They face difficulties. If God says move, doesn't mean that when you get the things will be rosary for you. That is the mistake we make. That is the mistake we make as Christians. If God says go, doesn't mean that things will be rosary. Listen to me, church. If God says go, before you get there, he must prepare you. At least you should be prepared for what is ahead. So when he said go, doesn't mean that it's going to be rosary. Challenges will come. But look at verse 2. When the challenge came, verse 2. Wherefore the people did chilled with Moses to scorn. Chilled me to scorn. Do you have another version there? To scorn. So the people complained to Moses, give us water to drink. Why are you complaining to me? Moses replied to them, why are you testing the Lord? This one, he used the word test. Why are you testing the Lord? Why are you tempting the Lord? When you murmur against God, you are tempting the Lord. Anytime you complain, you are tempting the Lord. My brothers, my sisters, what is it that God cannot do? What is it that God cannot do? We sit in the house, we complain. In the car, we complain. In the church, we complain. What is it? Now remember, go back to my version for me. Go back. Go back to King James quickly. Go down to verse 3. Verse 3. And the people tested there for water, and the people murmured against Moses and said, wherefore is this that thou hast brought us out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst? Why have you picked us out of Egypt? Why have you brought us here? They were speaking against Moses. Complaining against Moses. The same people, when God spoke to them when they were coming, on the way, the seed was divided. The same people saw the power of God. When God gave instruction, they obey. The God that gave the instruction for you to obey is the same God not alive. Is the same God not there to make provision for you where there is a need? Why can't we go boldly before this God and say, God, do something. I need this. I need that. Why can't we do that? Why do we complain? We are trying to prove whether God exists or not. Now, at this age, where we are now, before we are coming to prove and see whether God exists or not, it is the time you want to ask whether God exists or not. He said, no, that time had passed. Last time you were dying, God came in to save your life. Look at where you were. You were a sinner. God can pick you from darkness into his marvelous light. He delivered you from darkness into his marvelous light. While you are in the light, before you are asking God, do you exist? The scripture, I never thought of this. What made John the Baptist to become the least in the kingdom of God? When Jesus came, he sent somebody to go and ask Jesus. Go and ask him if he is the Messiah. Get this. The man you came to prepare the way for, you preach for. You preach for him. You were talking about him. You were talking about him. Then you heard that he had come because he was arrested and he was expecting Jesus to come and say, John, come out. He was expecting Jesus to go and hold all the prisoners and pick him away, because Jesus didn't do that. He was doubting the godship of Jesus. And Jesus said, you have tempted me, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And because of that, you will become the least in the kingdom of God. He was doubting the godship of Jesus. And because of that, the Bible says, you will become the least in the kingdom of God. Do you know that anytime we want to pass our own means to meet our needs, we are tempting God? We are saying God cannot provide. Let me use my own way to get it. That is why we steal. That is why we steal. That is why we lie. Because I have to use my own means. And the worst of all, that is why we still tithe. That is the worst of all. That is the worst of all, because we don't trust that God can provide. You see, the Bible says, if you are faithful in little things, I will make you master of more. If God blesses you with 10,000 Ghana cedis, only 100 million, Old Testament, only 100 million, you can't take 1,000 and come and pay tithe. You take the 1,000, then you look at back home. My children, child, the God who has given you the 10,000 and say, bring me 1,000, is the same God not able to take care of your children, your school fees, your rent, your food? Is the same God not able? The Bible says he who gives seed to the sower shall what? Give what? Food. Food what? Oh, every scripture. No. He who gives seed to the sower, the same person will give you food. That is why David said, I've been a child, I've grown up. You see, the righteous persons never beg for bread. You take your tithe. So some of us, we put down, every month we put down 2 cedi, 2 cedi, 2 cedi, 2 cedi, 2 cedi, 2 cedi, 2 cedi. Every month 2 cedi. When the money comes into your hand, you say, oh, God, you know I have this need. Let me meet this need first. What are you doing? You are tempting God. That is why many of us are struggling. That is why many of us are suffering. We are in the kingdom of God, but we are struggling. How can you be tempting God? How can you be stealing from God and expect God to bless you? How? Many ways. We keep on putting God into test. Do we know where we are going? If we know He holds my future, if we know my tomorrow depends on this God, if we know He will cause the light to shine on our path, if we know that, we will not put Him into test. We will not tempt Him. They murmured against Moses. Why have you brought us here? Do you want look at the state they've got into? Do you bring us here to come and die? Our children should come and die. Our cattle should come and die. Why have you brought us here? The same people who were with Moses, when they crossed the Red Sea, they were singing, I will sing unto the Lord, for He had done triumphantly. The horse and his riders have been thrown into the sea. I will sing unto the Lord, for He had done triumphantly. The horse and his riders have been thrown into the sea. The same people. But when he got to a place, the same people turn against him and say, Moses, are they? Ankaye Nima, Ujaiwo, Egypt. When they were suffering in Egypt and they were crying, the Bible says God heard the cry of Israel. And He had come down to deliver them. After delivering them, He gave them a command. They obey. A little challenge. A little challenge. Listen to me. Life is full of challenge. Even God has a challenge. You and I, we are sometimes the challenges of God. Because sometimes He speaks and He looks at us and says, this is my son. How do you want me to talk to you? It's a challenge to God. Even God has a challenge. But because He's God, He said, may they chill. May they chill. Now, small thing. You want to give up. Small thing. God is about to open door for you. Before that door open, that big prophecy that came over your life, before that door will be open, there must be a challenge to see whether you'll be committed. Because of that small challenge, you start complaining. Go and ask women when they are going to give birth. A blessing is coming. But before the baby comes, Ajay. Kofi we kosia. Onim nyansa. Fiade odi ayemi na wo wahe. Wo jami kwa wa ha. Na se wo ofie. Kosia. Onim nyansa. The baby will come. When the baby comes, they go home. Probably Kofi says, because of that, I want to waste my after 2, 3, 5, 6 months. Kofi Ade. And I want your girl outside. Or Padiano. Or some people. Listen to me. No place is safe. That is where you are, what you have, keep it and trust God to take you through. No place is safe. I'm telling you, no place is safe. Go and ask Duncan Williams. Last time our general superintendent said, you want to kill me, you want to kill me, you want to kill me, let me resign before you kill me. No place is safe. Where you are, you're already in it. You started experiencing the pain. Endure and go through. When you go through, it's better than living in the middle, going back to another place to go and start afresh. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Your vision determines your voice. When you know where you are going, you will not tempt the Lord. You will depend on him. Trust him that it doesn't matter what it is. This God will see me through. Bow down your head, let's pray. Just talk to him. I want you to talk to this God. We will not tempt him. We will trust him. We will trust him. We will trust him. We will trust this God.
Holy words, long preserved.
Kabo Sahaba, talk to him.
For our world.
He should give us the inner strength
in this world.
That will not give up on him.
They
Will not give
resound
up on him.
with God's own heart.
Will not give up on him.
Oh, let the air
You can't give up on God. You can't go back. You can't go back. You can't go back.
Holy
Kabo
word,
Shakabo Shakata Kabo Saba.
long preserved
Kimandelelebo Shikaba.
for our world in this world.
Emo Shimandelelebo Saba.
God's own heart.
Mandelelebo Shakaba.
Oh, let the ancient words. So it's the ancient words. Ancient words. Ever true. Changing me. And changing you. We have found. We got in heart. Oh, let the ancient words. Ancient words. Ever true. Changing me. And changing you. Oh, we have come with open hearts. Oh, let the ancient world
Stand on your feet and lift up your 2 hands. I want you to pray this prayer. Lift up your 2 hands to heaven. Say, Father, I surrender everything to you. Strengthen me. I pray for strength. I pray for strength. I pray for strength.